video. Don't mind that I have two microphones attached on me because I am also doing a live review. I'm doing a review, actually I'm shooting a review of one of my camera that I got recently, which you will be able to see on my page, hopefully today or tomorrow. So we need to set up a tripod, set up a camera, all the shenanigans. So I'm just going to change my picture profile. Then after this, I should be able to, I might also change my white balance because I've been shooting with this white balance quite a lot and it's not as warm. So this is how we do a review of a YouTube video. I have my script right here. My script right here. So there's my script for my video. I'm using AI just to make it simpler because it's the camera that I have. I have my setup here. My camera is over there. This is my audio receiver. I'm putting it here so that I'm able to broke the clip. So there, it's the camera. It's one of the camera I have, and there I have my lights over there. So as you can see, I'm using a Tokina lens, which is super wide, and it allows me to have like a really to be able to have the camera not too far away from me, and I can show products. And I've shot B-roll. What happened with this video and where I'm reshooting it is I shot it and then it was not good enough for my standards. So it's live anyway, but I feel like it's very important that I reshoot it again and do it better and properly, because yeah, I don't want to give my viewers things that they don't look good at all. So that's the reason why I am doing this now. So this is how we shoot a review. This is how we shoot YouTube videos. So you will see me literally be shooting this video and just understand. I'll leave this live on my channel and then just see how we do it. My pause here and there, but obviously this one is my mainstream, so I'll be looking here. So you will just be able to hear what happens and how it goes. Just make sure that this one audio is good because this microphone hasn't been charged for a really long time. So there we go. This is how we shoot a YouTube video, and this is how we do like a review of a camera. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Emmanuel Lens back again with another video. Before we start anything, please subscribe. I am really sorry, I have to say, my last video, or one of the last video that I've posted, the audio was not the best possible. So you see, I came all gun blazing. I even have two microphones on me just in case one fails. But anyway, so one of the audio is for the live stream that I'm going on right now. I have two videos in the pipeline, one about the lens that I'm shooting on right now. You guys have seen that you can see literally that the setup looks a little bit different. It's the same setup, the lens is just changed. I have an ultra wide lens, and yeah, I'll keep you posted on that one. And pretty much that it. So what I'm going to be talking about today is the Fuji X-A1, and I was able to get it for dirt cheap, about $55. I've done the conversion today. It comes right to somewhere around $59.5, but $55 I think is like a medium sweet price. I got it here in South Africa for that price. Elsewhere, I checked the price, it goes for about $300. That's so bankers and so crazy. I don't know why this camera will go for $300, because it's very much different from all the other Fuji that I've used so far. It's made out of plastic. As you can hear, it's a very lightweight camera, but it's very fun. That's one thing, it's very fun. But the funny thing about this camera, and what I found out, is that it has the same sensor as one of my favorite, and everybody's favorite Fuji camera of all time, the X-T1, but it doesn't have the same capabilities. The processor, I do believe, is the same, unless the Fuji have changed it. But yeah, they are very different camera, and this is the first time I really found something like this on Fuji, because I've used quite a lot of Fuji's camera. I've used the X-T1, I've used the X-T2, I've used the X-T5. Recently I had my hands on it, not really yet used it, let me just say hands on it. I've used the XH XE1, I've used the XE4, I've used the XS10, I've used the XS20. Wow, I've used quite a lot of Fuji camera. This is my first time using an X-A1 or X-A series of the Fuji camera, and I'm late to the party because this camera came out in 2013. It's a very, very old camera, but it's still pretty much old. It weights against all the other Fujis because, yeah, I think it fits the market for which it's intended. But even though that market has pretty much slowly disappeared. So I have it paired with my all-time most hated Fuji lens, which is the 15-45. I hate this lens with all my heart, but I feel like this is the camera it is made for because it's easy. So power zoom lens, which means that it doesn't have anything like these other ones where you zoom manually. I think as photographer, we do like our lenses that zooms manually like this. We can do it. A PZ lens, unfortunately, you hold this knob here and it turns it, so it's very annoying. I don't like that because you are really subject to the lens, and I hate that. So this lens with this camera, it pairs well because, yeah, I also don't feel like it's a camera I'm really gonna complain a lot about, so I'm not gonna complain about the lens as well at the same time. I guess I actually wanted to get rid of this lens, then went to a cash converter here in South Africa, which is like a second-hand shop, a pawn shop as well, and I was able to pick up this camera for $55, as I've said. What is still, I'm telling you that still and still and still. So I am obviously doing like a sort of it's not really like a review of this camera. It's something that I do believe is very nice, or I'm trying my best to at least do here. So I don't know why it means I'm missing the text. I'm missing the text. Let me just go. So let's go back. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted here. So the XA1 was definitely meant for enthusiasts. I think that just shows in the body itself. It doesn't have a view, it doesn't have an EVF, but it has a nice small pop-up flash, and this is something I like. Even your professional Fuji camera don't have flash. I don't know why. And it does have a hot shoe, but you can't really use any other flash but Fuji flashes. It's very basic in some of the body. It's very, very compact and very small. So you can see it as an electronic viewfinder, a screen literally. Very simple control. That is something that I'm going to say. Very, very simple control. The autofocus is meh, like it's contrast-based autofocus, but it works well. I guess it works well. And the only thing I hate here is that I can't choose I can't move my focus points like I'm able to do it maybe like with my X-T1, my X-T2, or any other Fuji that I've used so far. A video feature doesn't even exist on this camera. It shoots 1080p up to 60, not even up to 1080p at 30 frames per second. That's the only video spec this camera has. It doesn't have a microphone input. Weirdly, it has a mini HDMI, bigger HDMI than the Canon R5 Mark I. I don't know why I'm always going to bash Canon. I always find a way to talk about Canon. So if I compare it, for example, to the Fuji X-T1 that I have over here, obviously this camera is aimed at professional or enthusiast photographer. This is still a pro-level camera, even nowadays. It might have the same sensor. This camera do share the same sensor, but the features are very much different. I don't know how Fuji did this on purpose, and I'll come back to this camera a little later in terms of customization. So this camera has all the Fuji suites manual dial that we love. It has an EVF. It has obviously a screen as well at the back. So you have an optical and electronic viewfinder, which I like a lot. The autofocus is much better. It's an hybrid autofocus. It has dual phase of autofocus, and then you have your contrast one. Not the best still, but in terms of its age, it has really, really good autofocus. The image quality here is a little bit better. It has the same sensor, but the image quality is just slightly much better on this one compared to the X-A1. The X-A1 came out in 2013, 2013. This one came out in 2014. A year later, I think they were able to refine more of those things in terms of this camera. Let's talk about this camera itself. I told you about some of the pros. The lightweight body makes it just very easy to take and pick. This is a very enthusiastic camera as they've been defined by Fuji itself. So it really does allow you to shoot quickly and fast. Whereas this one, yeah, you can also shoot quickly and fast with your X-T1 because it's a pro camera. So it has a feature this camera has plus more. But I love this because it's very nimble. So the screen, as you can see, as I said, the screen does tilt down, up and down, and you can literally shoot like this. I don't know why this screen tilts as low as like this, which is really strange. It has a pop-up flash, as I said. It has all the manual control. It has a lot of control and a function button. So unfortunately, it has two dials. You have one here on top and one here at the back. So what I've done is the function button, I've put it on ISO because, yeah, I'm a professional. I can't shoot like anybody else. And I have this set for aperture and then this one set for my shutter speed. But I might probably change it if I'm using any Fuji lenses because they do have the aperture on the camera themselves, so which also makes it really good. So that is something a little different for this camera because, yeah, it's a camera that for beginners. So as somebody who doesn't do this photography and videography at the beginning stage, I feel a little bit hard using it because it just asks you to take photos, and you know, sometimes as a professional you want to take more than photos, you want to like compose and stuff like that. But this one is good for catch moments. When you have a camera like this, just to catch moments, very good. I'm not gonna lie, the camera just makes you enjoy photography at its simplest form because you don't have to think too hard about like you don't have to think too hard about the technical stuff about photography. It's just about fleeting moment. You press, you shoot, you capture. It focuses only in the middle. You can't change the focus point, which is also something a little frustrating, but it's also good to be limited at those moments. And so what else did I want to talk about the camera? Obviously, I talked about the construction. It's very plasticky in terms of the body. It's very lightweight, which makes it really good to take pretty much anywhere. And this flash is just steel. I think this is the best flash I've ever used in terms of having it on camera. So obviously, I can bounce it like this and put it like that. So I will test it out a little bit more and talk about it. It's not touch screen, obviously. It can't be touch screen at this age. So yeah, what else did I talk about yesterday that I forgot to talk about today? Not much, and you can see it really fits in my hands. Is this a replacement for the X100 series? No, not even a bit, not even a bit. But it is a good camera. It is a beautiful small piece of hardware, very plasticky. It has an intention. This camera has an intention, and that's something that really appreciate about how Fuji has been doing with some of their camera, a lot of their cameras. I think it's one of the only brands that really does know about how to give you really what you want and what you deserve. So yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about this camera per se, eh? Let me just say, yesterday I was looking for So yesterday I did Google some of the stuff. Yeah, I think I've said everything about this camera. I don't have anything in my scripts that I think I can add on to this. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video and peace out. And thank you for watching my live for those who watched, and I will end this one as well.